It's time for us to step into our multi-dimensional selves. Who are we? Am I just Robin Sherwin Lewis, the name I was given when I was born? Who are we? We are so much more than just the name that we've been given the day we were born. My name is Robin Sherwin Lewis. My name is also Rosa Ivy. My name is also Lyra Astar Omega. These names are representations of my multi-dimensional selves. Each name connects me to a different aspect of myself. A different aspect of myself that is merely a part of the bigger picture, the bigger whole. Just connecting with one aspect of ourself is like, it's like listening to one person's opinion on, let's say, politics or religion. It's like listening to one person's opinion on what they believe is the meaning behind the entire Christian Bible. That one sort of opinion, perception, cannot truly give us total access and have all angles of the self, of the whole, of the bigger picture. In order to see the bigger picture, we need to see eyes not only through the eyes of one bird, but through the eyes of all the birds. That is the way we can truly have access to the bigger picture, to who we are, our entirety. So who are we? We are constantly reinventing ourselves if we choose to. Each time we reinvent ourselves, we are pulling in an aspect of ourselves. It's like tapping into the eyes of a bird. Let's say you've been looking through the eyes of a bird that is over the East Coast of America. And when you decide to reinvent yourself, it's like now you're deciding to tap into the eyes of a bird that's flying around in Australia. So not only do you have eyes looking at East Coast of North America, you also have eyes looking in Australia. When you think about that, that's truly getting total access to multiple things. That's what we all yearn for. I mean, even as human beings, a lot of people, they desire to explore, to travel, to start a business, to be a part of a creative project, because we all want to have a life that is of an adventure, where we get to see more than ourselves, be beyond ourselves than what we think we are right now, to kind of transcend that belief of who we are right now. So if we truly want to really get to know ourselves and to really connect with our unique blueprint, what makes us a unique soul, as well as being a part of a unique pod or oversoul or soul family, what is the identity of the soul family? What is the unique essence of the great big soul family, the oversoul, which is merely an extension of your own soul? Well, then allow yourself to go deeper and deeper into yourself by reinventing yourself. I am Robin Lewis. I am Rosa Ivy. I am Lyra Astar Omega. All of these individuals are one and the same, but they all share they all share a uniqueness to them. It is like they are one and the same because they all are me, but they all are different. Just like a bird in Australia and a bird in North America. They're still a part of the bird family, but they're different birds. They have a uniqueness. Because based off of where they live, they adapt to where they live. So their uniqueness is dependent on where they are. Such as, when I am in the Arcturian star system, based off of that environment, I adapt to that environment. So my vibration is a complementary to that environment, in sync with that environment. While my essence here on Earth, this is a different environment, so I adapt to this environment. So that means I am a different. But I'm still one, just like all birds are part of the bird family. It's just they're all having uniqueness to them depending on where they are. So allow yourself to experience a death and realize that it's not truly a death. It's just you are pulling in another aspect of yourself. It's like you're calling in all these multi-dimensional selves so you can have total access to everything you're doing. Wherever you put your focus, you actually see. That is why it's absolutely fundamental that we focus our awareness on our intentions, on thoughts, on feelings, that is in resonance with our heart and our soul, and not in disharmony with our soul or heart, that causes uneasiness, restlessness, causes fear and anxiety. Because what we put our awareness will be what we see. If our awareness is on the anxieties of life, then life will be presenting to us anxieties. And we focus on our multidimensional selves, if we have an awareness of that, then we begin to tap into this. We begin to find ourselves having visions of our other selves on these other dimensions and realms. We begin to connect with our quote-unquote past life selves. We begin to connect deep with the galactic beings. We begin to connect with Gaia and our future selves that are in the golden age. And all of these connections, the more connections we have to our multidimensional selves, the more that we fully understand ourselves. Because just trying to understand yourselves in a senses, through your physical senses, or through what you see in your world right now, you're not going to truly understand yourself. You're not truly going to be authentic to your soul's blueprint just by being authentic to who you are in this physical reality. In order to truly be authentic to yourself, you have to be able to understand and have an awareness of all your multidimensional selves. Because your avatar in this world Earth is merely a small percentage to the actually entirety of your being. It's just your awareness is focused on that very small percentage of the entirety of your being. Like I said, wherever your awareness is on, that's all you see. So if you broaden your awareness to not only just accept this reality that you see through your senses, but begin to broaden it to accept other realities beyond this reality, such as multidimensional selves, you will begin to find that you are so much more. You're so much more than just a person that was born with a particular name and just in this avatar going to work, having a family, having kids. And then you can begin to realize how fundamental you are to the grand scheme of everything. Then you begin to realize, you truly begin to understand who you are as a soul and your mission. everybody who's on the path, who has made the decision or choice to really understand themselves, are beginning to broaden their awareness to not only accept what the senses can perceive and conceptualize, but also accept the things that the senses cannot truly perceive or conceptualize. To begin to step into the world of the imagination, the world of magic, the world where creativity has no boundaries, has no borders. And with that sort of creativity, that's when we begin to step into the God vibration. The God vibration that is, we are connected to all things and we have access to all things, and all we have to do is just say we wouldn't want that. I want to have telepathy skills. There we go. I want to be intuitive. Okay, here I got it. The download's coming now. I want to be clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient. Oh, here comes the download now. All we have to do is just claim it, and it is ours. Everything we want to be internally, we can have instantly. If we want to be more peaceful, oh, we got it. Once we step into the God vibration, we realize that internally we can be anything because we are everything. But until we can get out of this, like to say, tunnel vision where we're just this person in a body and that's it, and begin to step out of the tunnel and begin to soar through the sky, soar through the universe, where we see all access to all our entire soul, which is all over in multiple vessels, multiple dimensions, realms, all going on at one time, even in the future of Earth, the past of Earth, all happening, and in why we are breathing right now, and living and singing and dancing and going to work and having kids. We're so focused on this tunnel vision that our life is just this. That's it. This is our life. And once this life is over, then we begin again, or we go to heaven, and that's it. All our soul is just this. What we see with our senses, this is all we're experiencing on a soul level. This is all we're experiencing. Right now, me creating this video, this is all I'm experiencing right now. But my awareness is broad. My awareness doesn't just accept that this is just my reality. It is big, where it accepts that while I'm making this video, I am as well as having a meeting with, let's say, a galactic council members discussing the future of the Earth and how the Rosa Ivy, or Lyra Star Omega, that's creating this video, what can she do or say or make that can get this Earth to that futuristic, desirable future. That's going on right now as I'm doing this video. But I would not know that if I did not have a focused awareness. If I did not focus my awareness on my soul. On not just my soul, because you can just focus on your soul, but you're going to focus on this percentage of your soul. It's not like your soul is incomplete or anything like that. It's just your awareness, okay? And just like, you know, you can focus on a particular cell, okay, in a body. Little particular cell. I'm just going to focus on this cell, okay? That doesn't mean the cell is the organism you're looking at is incomplete because you're just focused on that one cell. It just means that you're just focused on that one cell. But if you back up the microscope, kind of not zoom in so much, kind of zoom out from the microscope, you'll see that, oh wow, there's so many other cells. This isn't it. And you realize, oh my gosh, this is a big organism with so many cells. It's like you're looking at a fish skin. You're looking at a fish skin. You just see this one little cell, and you're like, oh, that's like equivalent to like us in this physical body, and we think that this is it. And then you kind of zoom out and you see all these other cells, and you're like, oh my gosh, there's so much cells. And then you zoom out even more, and then you see, oh, this is a fish skin. No one's going to say the fish skin is split. It's not whole, because the cells are appearing to be individual cells that are individual. No, they're going to say this is a fish skin. This isn't, oh, this is cell 1, this is cell 2, this is cell 3, and they're all separate. No, they're all a part of one thing, the fish skin that's on the lens, being the microscope. So that is us. We are just focused, really zoomed in on just this one reality. But if we zoom out a little bit and begin to start connecting with the bigger picture, like I said, the bigger picture is like this, the fish skin, while the smaller picture is the individual cell of the fish skin. If we look at the bigger picture, we can begin to see that we're so much more than just this. That we have, it's like equivalent to, we are one cell, but there's actually multiple cells. There's so many, actually. It's just only if we could just have a bigger picture, we would be able to see it all. That it's like I'm one cell, but there's me's all over in the past and in the future and on other realms and other dimensions and galaxies, all going on right now. Just like cells are constantly, they're all living right now, they're all living, dying, producing, all right now. And you realize that, wow, I am this fascinating soul. It's like an organism that is just has so many parts to it, just like cells. It has so many parts. Each cell is kind of, there's so many functions going on within the body. It's all interconnected and all serves a purpose. It all serves a purpose. It's all unique, but it's all at the same time functioning to give to the same common goal, which is the health of the physical body. That is the common goal. Your kidney cells, the protein for your kidneys and the proteins being made for your liver or something like that. It may be unique, but it's the common goal is the health, vitality of your body. Just like imagine being Earth, being in this avatar on Earth. Let's say this is kind of equivalent to, protein being made for, the muscle tissue or something, okay? And you look at that and you're like, there's more than just, cell protein for muscles. I mean, you have other things within your body, like you have skin, you have organs, you have so much, And imagine, my multidimensional cells is basically those other parts of me that are all functioning, okay? Such as equivalent to my Arcturian light body that's going on right now that I'm making this video. That is, let's say the protein cell for, my reproduction or something, or my sex cells, something like that, that has its own unique sort of experience that's different from the cells creating the protein for the muscles. They're unique, but again, the common thing, the goal is the same. So, you know what I'm trying to say? It's like we're just focused on this one particular function that's going on right now. But there's so much. It's like this is so much. Just like there's so much going on in your body. You can't just focus on just your muscle cell protein that's being made, because that's not the only thing that's going on. That's not the only protein that's being made. There's so many unique proteins being made for so many parts of your body that it's whoa, it's a lot. So that's why it's important for us to focus on our multidimensional cells, because when we do that, we're connecting deeper with who we actually are from the entirety, a wholeness, a fullness of who we are, not just on just a small percentage of who we are, because we're so much more than just who we are, our name that we were given in this incarnation. We have probably, I don't even know how many names, probably so many, just as like so many cells we have. It's like we probably have as many cells we have in our bodies, probably how many names we have. And each name, there's an essence attached to it, a uniqueness. Like each cell has a uniqueness to it, just like every kind of sex cell has a uniqueness to it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys feel guided to broaden your awareness to include your multidimensional selves, to truly understand your soul and your reason for being here, which is really important.